Welcome to this week's episode of The Relief. We're going to talk about what it feels like to be alone or to not fit in. And I know for me that happened a lot when I was a kid, because when I was in high school and junior high, I was like kind of this preppy kid that was into tattoos and heavy metal and punk rock music and all these things that kind of didn't align with the small town that I was in. And I was kind of this paradox. I didn't seem to make sense to a lot of people. And I know that even as an adult, I feel the same. I don't fit in now, really, anywhere. And I never felt like I fit in with my family. I always felt like the black sheep. I felt weird. And I can't even explain now why that is or how I feel. I just know that I'm different. And I've learned to embrace that. And the way that I've done it is through situations where I've kind of put myself out there a little bit. I know we've talked about vulnerability. That helps to be vulnerable with other people, to kind of reach out in situations where, especially in big crowds, guys, I mean, if you're in a big crowd and you're kind of hanging out on the fringes and feeling really alone, if you're able to walk up to somebody and greet them and ask them how they're doing and kind of put yourself out there with an interest or ask them questions, that brings them in. And slowly you'll find that you might not have everything in common, and you may be different, but you can make them belong with you. You can find those commonalities. I say a lot that if you don't belong, make others feel as if they belong with you. And that's how I live my life. If I feel out of place somewhere, and I go to business meetings as an adult, sometimes I am in a suit, and if you put a monkey in a suit, he still looks like a monkey. And looking like I look the same. People stare at me. So I always go up and I introduce myself. I ask how they're doing, and I put a little bit of myself out there. So that other guy who's standing there alone, or gal, now they have somebody to talk to, and it's me, and so do I. And through those connections, you can start bringing more people into that conversation. Even if you've never met them in your entire life, you can start to grow your little group in that one setting or in the world. That's why the Well Raisers Society exists. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't feel like they belong anywhere. Well, guess what? You guys belong with me. We belong together. And we can go out there and do awesome things and change a lot of people's lives by making them feel like they belong. We all have things in common. So let's go out there and let's make others feel like they belong to something and to someone and build them up instead of tearing them down. And now 5 things I don't want you to forget. Remember that it's okay to be different. Be confident in who you are. Talk yourself up. Positive self-talk's very important. Be vulnerable. Be brave. And connect with others. And if you don't belong, make others feel as if they belong with you. Take care. Talk soon.